Now, if you're quite new to drawing and painting, you may not have seen this book before. It's Drawing and Painting Sports Figures by Jim Scullion. It was published in 2012 by Search Press. It's a paperback with 128 pages. Now, I think this is a really helpful book. It's got so much movement and action. It's got male and female figures. It's got all the things you need to look for if you're drawing sports figures, but also if you were drawing any figures and you want to convey movement and action. So as usual, we're going to have a look inside and just see what you think. But I tell you one thing, I absolutely love the backgrounds in these paintings. Now, Jim talks about the variety of materials he uses, but in the demonstrations he's using acrylic ink and acrylic paint, but he does mention that you can vary your equipment depending on the type of picture you're doing, and he is going to talk about different materials at the beginning of the book. So we start off with the introduction, the materials, basic drawing techniques, basic painting techniques, colour, inspiration, warm-up training, anatomy, male figures, female figures, movement, clothing, sports equipment, skin tones, hands, faces, perspective, composition, atmosphere, sport and machines. And then we have these 5 demonstrations with a skateboarder, a golfer, a diver, soccer players and an athlete. So you can see that is a lot packed into this book. So we start off with a foreword by Tony Higgins and the introduction by the author, and you can see straight away what I mean about these beautiful colourful backgrounds. I really do love the backgrounds. So first of all, Jim talks about materials, and he mentions all the different things that he uses, like pencils and watercolour pencils, and he also has here the painting materials. So watercolours, acrylic paints, acrylic inks, pastels and brushes, different supports, some other materials, a picture of his studio. We have the basic drawing techniques, basic painting techniques, using watercolour, mixed media, using colour, inspiration. We have a fun thing here called warm-up training. And then we move on to anatomy with the skeleton and muscles, drawing the male figure, drawing the female figure. We have movement, reusing one pose, and then we move on to clothing and sports equipment, skin tones, really helpful things you might not think about of how environment changes the skin tones. Then we have hands and faces, shading, adding colour, so that's a little step by step on adding colour. We've got expressions and emotions, and of course you get such strong expressions and emotions in sports, so that's really, really useful. We've got perspective, composition, adding backgrounds, atmosphere, sport and machines. And then we have the demonstrations. So the first one is actually transferring your image. Then we move on to the skateboarder. And so as I mentioned before, these demonstrations only use acrylic paint and acrylic ink. I think I saw a little bit of gouache on one of them, or gouache as you may like to call it. But I love these step-by-steps, all broken down for you into easy to follow steps. I love the backgrounds so much, and I'm probably going to say that again because I do think the backgrounds convey so much movement and excitement into these paintings. Then we have the golfer. I'll just flick through these. You've got some other examples of paintings. A diver. Soccer players. and accolades. And the finished picture there, some more examples, the index, and there's Jim. So I just think this is such a great book for action and drama and movement, not just if you're drawing sports figures, but if you just love drawing figures. And I think next time you're watching sport, just have a sketchbook with you, do a few sketches, it's just got everything in it, as I mentioned, the clothing, the expressions, the emotions, and I just love those backgrounds so much. So if you're new to drawing figures, and especially if you love sport, I think this will be an absolutely brilliant book for you to have a look at.